and welcome to episode 35 of the Cat Lady podcast. I'm Andrea, also known as the Cat Lady, C-A-T-T, two T's, craft all the things. Welcome any new and returning viewers, of course. Thank you for joining me, and let's just jump right in. This week's segment, it's December 2nd, 2015. I always forget to say the date, so this is Devo. Sadie's down here, of course, you can't see her, so I had to bribe them with some treats to get up here because they're all just lounging around. I'm in my basement. My cats stay with us in the basement. There's a long backstory, past episodes. Feel free to check it out. So anyways, it is December 2nd, 2015. The segments this week will include podcast news, knitting, sewing, stash, and weekend review. So I'm going to jump right into podcast news. There's kind of a bit today. Introductions. If you want to come and say hi, I will come say hi back to you on the podcast. This week's intros are Lemenzis. Sorry if I'm not saying that right. But it's Leslie. Hello, Leslie. She is a Scot living in the Netherlands. She knits, spins, embroiders. She has a cat named Alan. So hello, Alan the cat. She said Alan says hi. So, oh, there's Sadie. There she is. And that was all for introductions. We have a few. I should be better at this self-promotion when someone posts, so I apologize. But there have been a couple updates to the self-promotion thread, so if you have an Etsy store or if you have any sales going on in your shop or anything you want to promote, please feel free to post it in the thread. Thank God for Bags, who is Blue Yarn Always from the Never Cast Off podcast. She'd had some updates a couple weeks ago, I think. So go check her store out, and again, go to the self-promotion link in the thread, and all the links are in there. And another one is her Ravelry name is Zeverl. It's Megan Sanders. She started a new yarn dyeing company recently called Red Umbrella Yarns. So she had a Black Friday sale, but of course, you know, I haven't recorded since then. So feel free to keep checking that thread to see if anyone has any deals going on. But right now, she just finished designing her Felix hat pattern, which I will show a picture of that here. And now through December 8th, proceeds will go to the Hunger in America charity. So, in honor of that, I will be doing a flash giveaway, I'm going to call it. So from now through the 5th, I'm going to post a thread. Just post in if you'd like that pattern, and maybe what yarn you would use for that pattern. And I will do a special recording to draw a winner to gift them that pattern. But she's doing the donation through December 8th, so I figure give us 5 days, see if you want the pattern, say what yarn you'd use, and I will draw the winner and give the pattern away. In other giveaway news, I mentioned last week that I had gotten a donation from Mint Rains. And she sent me this beautiful sock, 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 100 gram self-striping called Berry Sunday. She doesn't do this color anymore. It was on a special base, I guess, but very pretty. Pinks and like purpley berries. So, I'm going to set up the thread for that. And what you need to do is visit her shop on Etsy, which I will link. And just tell me which color you like. I don't know, just basically check out her shop, tell me something you like there, and I will draw a winner in 2 weeks for this. So, not the next recording, but the following recording, I think. We'll give it a week or two, we'll see. Maybe I'll extend it, depending on, it's December, it's hectic, so. But yeah, so this is Mint Rains hand-dyed yarns. She's relatively local. She's, I think, was Midland, yeah. So a couple hours from me. So I am very excited to be able to do a giveaway with this. And there's also a pack of tea in there, her business card, a sucker, and a little progress keeper. So I have 2 giveaways this week, or that I'm going to post when I'm done recording. So kind of in a hurry today, just because I don't know, just got done grocery shopping. I only got a few hours left before I have to get my son from daycare. So lastly, in podcast news, the cat along is still going on. Only a couple weeks left, I think. Yeah, so it ends December 15th. I've been recording on Wednesdays, so Wednesday's the 16th, so I'll probably leave it open until that morning, so get them in there. Anything animal themed, something for your animal print, something, you know, like a fox hat or, you know, a dog hat or Hello Kitty, something, you know, something with animal. Somehow, if you can relate an animal to it, then put it in the thread. And the Canadian Knitter podcast is also doing the catalog, separate prizes, separate rules, but you can put them in both. So if you have not posted in Sarah's thread, please go over there and post it in there. Double your chance of winning something. So I will be giving away, and I will show you when I get upstairs and we talk sewing, I will show you which bags I am donating or offering, and also a $5 credit for Ravelry. So just tell me a pattern you want, up to $5 or $6. So find a pattern you want, and I will gift it to you. So that will be not the next recording, but the following. So, and that's probably when I'll draw for the yarn too. We'll see. Maybe I'll let it go a little longer. Okay, so that's all for podcast news, and see if I can get the kitties to come visit again. If I take my little bag here. Hi, you can come up here. You gotta come up and say hi. Come here. There's one. Oh, there they are. There's the kitties. Now I have to give them a treat. And I will meet you upstairs. Okay, we're back. So on to knitting. And I have a faux. I have a finished object this week. I showed you last week I was working on the worm, which is by Katharina Knopp. This pattern has been heavily altered. It's really, I call it kind of a worm, is what I name mine in my Ravelry page, because it's got the general design feature of the worm, but it's really, I'm using super bulky yarn. I did a complete different pattern repeat, different decrease, different ribbing, different number of casts on all the above, and I added a pom-pom. So it's done though, and I need some opinions. I've been wearing it. I like it. It's comfy. Does it look okay? It's hard for me to tell without seeing a picture, so, you know, the front looks okay. There's the side, so now I can look in the video in the back. So now I guess I'll get to see it when I watch the replay, when I do my editing. But what do you think? I'm still kind of tainted from the whole capuchin, oh, I never told you the pattern, but the whole Washington wig fiasco that I had with this yarn. See previous episodes for that. I don't know, it was a couple episodes back. So I like it. I think I like it. I'm gonna keep wearing it probably. I'm trying to avoid screwing up my hair with a hat, but anyways. So this is the kind of a worm. It's woolly, thick and quick. It's got some sparkle in it. It's called the Starlight color. When I finished it, the top was really flat. Again, I was just kind of winging it. So I added a pom-pom, which I like it. It's slouchy, it's heavy, it's thick. So it was thick and quick. So that's done. I was kind of just really wanted to make a hat. I really wanted to use that yarn. I don't know. So I don't know if I'm 100% satisfied with it yet, but I've been wearing it. So my husband said it looks okay. I told him not to lie, so going with it. I was using size 13 needles. I thought I was using size 11, but when I was reorganizing my needles, I'm pretty sure I was using 13. So be it. That was my only finish. Oh, no, I have more finished objects. Also, I was discussing that I was working on, wrong one. Beans the Cat, which is a little stuffy pattern by Linda Dawkins. So I like to give these away when I send packages, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that with all the packages I want to send soon. So if you don't get a cat, I'll probably just keep you on a list, and then eventually you'll get a cat. Let's put it that way, because I have a lot of swaps and gifts to give out. So, but 2 of these I already have a home. These are for David's school teacher. So there's two little beans, and actually their tails are attached because these are going to be used as cat toys, and their whiskers are actually sewn in too. Because usually I make them like this. The whiskers out, tail just kind of hanging out there. You can form it. And actually I decided to do a braided tail for these ones instead of the I-cord tail because it was quicker. And like I said, I have a bunch of these I want to make. So I have two that are ready to go into some swaps. And then the two that are going to Miss Chelsea today. So 4 beans. These are good VKN projects, the virtual knit night chats. So very mindless. Size 6 DPN, size 6 or 7 DPNs. It's in my project page. I myself have to keep going looking at my project page to see what size needles. And I am storing them right now in my chevron bag. Just using, this is fisherman's wool for the brown, and then just random black acrylic for the face. I think I just randomly picked that fisherman's wool because I had it and it worked, so I'm just going with it. So, little brown kitties. And then I'm working on my socks. These are my Knit Picks Felici Mosaic, size 00s, toe up, 2 at a time, magic loop. I'm going to do an afterthought heel, so I have my waste yarn in there for the afterthought heel. Right there. And I've started the ribbing! And oh my gosh, I hate ribbing. So my plan is to do 3, oops, stabbing my sock there. 3 stripes of ribbing. So I'm almost done with 1 stripe of ribbing, so I need 2 more stripes of ribbing. I think that'll leave me with enough yarn to put in the heel. I'm leaving about 3 stripes of color for the heel, because I think I used about 2 colors for the toe, and it's supposed to be roughly the same, so I figured give myself some buffer. So yeah, so I'll do 3 stripes of ribbing and then figure out how to do the heel. I've never done an afterthought heel, so I'll be Googling it and freaking out probably. Picking up the stitches is what scares me the most, really. And then, yeah, so. But they're plugging along. I really want to get these done. I really want to get everything wrapped up before the end of December. I want to get everything just done. So I will talk about that a little bit later. Next up on the agenda, the knitting agenda, I was approached by a friend. I made her a what's it called? The Bow Tie Ascot by Pam Powers. Made it for her for Christmas-ish. It wasn't for Christmas, it was around Christmas, New Year's, whatever, last year. Maybe early this year, I don't remember. But anyways, I made that for her about a year ago, and it was for her, and she asked me if I could make one for her cousin for Christmas. I said, well, I don't think I can get it done by Christmas, but if you want it late, that's fine. If you want to wait till next Christmas, I can still start something. She's like, late's fine, whatever you want, as long as you're comfortable with it. So I need to go yarn shopping, which of course any excuse to go yarn shopping is fine by me. She wants red. I will post a picture of what it looks like though. So I'm excited to make that again. It was a little bit challenging, but I think now that I've done it once, it should be fine. And once I got into it, it was fine. It's got, cabling on the side and short rows and wrap and turns, and yeah. But it turned out really cute. So I don't know if I want to use the same yarn. That yarn did knit up nicely. Or if I'm just gonna. That was the one that I showed. There was Heartland, Lion Brand Heartland. So I might do the Heartland again, or I might do the Vanna's Choice. So just an easy acrylic that's easy to wash and easy to maintain. So also really like to get the kids tube socks in the Jingle Felici, which is the Christmas color. It's the red, white, and green socks done. But I figured tube socks are easy. If I do them two at a time, except I'd have to do it on 00s then. Okay, maybe I'm doing them 1 at a time. But I did the last set of kids stuff on 1.5s. I think I'd like to go down to 1s at least. I feel like I just feel like they're wearing relatively quick. So especially being tube socks, with no heel, and I really don't want to deal with trying to figure out where to put the heel placement for the kids right now. I don't know. I don't know if I'll get those done. I was thought maybe if I could do them 2 up, then I could get them done faster, but maybe not. Maybe it would be faster just to do them 1 at a time, but that's 4 tube socks. But again, just tubes, but you know, look how long it's taking me to make those tubes, which they're a lot longer. Man, size 00, so I don't know. But we'll see. I don't know. I already have one skein set in a bag, ready to go, so maybe. I don't remember the other ones taking me that long though, so, because they're pretty small. But that's it for knitting, so trying to kind of just organize and get everything that I have midway completed, so, which I don't have much. I just have the socks on the needles. Officially, and I have my garter squish, which is hibernating, so I'm not going to worry about that. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I might even tear that out. I like it. I like the concept of it, but I just don't know if I'm ready for it now, and I don't know if it's going to work with the yarn I have, and I don't know. I'm not that far, so maybe I'll start that over and with more of a plan. So that was it for knitting. So sewing, I don't have anything finished, but I have a partially finished DPN holder. This is to go with Polly's bag, Polly 81. So it needs to get the snaps on it. And I need to send that out. The bag's been done. And I have the other 2 DPN holders that I made that need snaps. I was kind of just waiting to make a bunch of them, and then I could put all the snaps in. So, and these are a tad larger than the original pattern I'd made. The main reason, so my regular thicker DPNs are 7-inch. My sock size, and I think the typical sock size, are 6-inch. So, Jen, the uncreative crafter, or the uncreative cracker, if you ask my daughter, she uses 7-inch sock size, and she also says they're very sharp. So that is a problem for her in her DPN holders. So I made one a little bit bigger in attempts to fit both a size 6 and a 7. Because if I make it too big, then the 6 will just slide out. So now this one fits the 7. However, if this was pointy, this would shred it because it's like snug fit. So this works good for mine. And for anyone using just a standard soft tipped, I mean, it's a little snug. But I feel like if it went any bigger, then our little 6-incher is going to slide out. So I'm going to have to work on where to put the snap placement. So for this one, I think I made this one. I think I'm just making them all this size. Actually, this one came out bigger. So let's see what this one does. No, a little better, a little less snug. So now when I put the snaps on this, now he said he uses 6 inches. So when I put the snap on this, I gotta make sure the snaps are in far enough to hold the needle in. So, which would be fine. Snaps would be like right here. And then it'll slide around in there, but it won't fall out. And that's all I want to make sure it doesn't slide out. But it just makes it a little more versatile. So let's see. I'll try it with this first. But boy, how did that come out so much bigger? I must have used a smaller hem or stitch. Must have used the 1/4 inch, and I must have used 1/2 inch on this, or I just cut them wrong. I don't know. But I cut out a bunch to make them this size because I think this is just going to be a more versatile size. So I have a bunch cut out to make for those. And then I'm going to make an even bigger one for Jen, so that if she puts a sharp DPN in here, it's not rubbing. Like this is actually perfect for this. However, if it was sharp, it'd still be poking through. So it needs to be a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna go a little bit bigger so that it has a lot more room. So it's not, you're not kind of sliding it across the fabric to get it in. Sorry, that was a tangent. So anyways, DPNs need stamps. And I need a better way to organize my DPNs because none of these have their size. Well, the zeros have the size number on it. Where are the zeros? Was I going to make the kids' socks on zeros? Boy, I might have grabbed the zeros for that. Boy, what was I thinking? And then these are my 1s and 1s and a half, I think. 1's 1s, 1's 1s and a half. I think these are the 1s, these are the 1 and a half. I don't remember. So, and then the 2s. Boy, where are the 2s? I'm losing my mind. Okay, anyways. I really need better organization for my DPN. See, my circular set, I have 2 circular sets. And I have little tags in there, so I know what size they are. I have little tags up to 11, because that's what the set came in. And then I have my 13s. And I have 15s, which the garter squish is on. And then, yeah, so. I don't know where I have one set of DPNs in with the socks I was going to make for the kids. So those are, oh, my 2s are using my sock yarn blanket. There we go. So I must have grabbed the zeros. What am I thinking? I should probably grab the 1s. If I want to make them before Christmas. So anyways, we're talking sewing here, right? So I don't have anything finished, but I have a stack that is all sewn, half sewn. So I need to do the corners and then flip it and do the casing. But all the pieces are actually sewn together. So this, even though it's, of course, inside out, this will be the cat bag that will be a choice for the cat along. So the cute little kitties. Kind of a green, bright green polka dot inside, so sorry that it's inside out. Or, I'll show you what else I have. Oh, here it is. Or the boxes, which is the bag Emily's got. Just boxes with a white interior. And that one has the double cat plus paws, and this is just all foxes. But some other bags I have that some have homes, some don't. I have some birds, white, another birds, another fox, some black, white, and red flowers, and some kind of a teal and brown swirly thing, brown. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bags. Not too shabby. And then I have a pile over here of a couple more that are cut that still need to be pinned and sewn and whatever. So hopefully today I can maybe whip out the rest of these bags, get a few DPN holders set, and get those going. Because like I said, I have some swaps and I have some just presents and stuff to send out. So I'm doing pretty good. This machine is great. I really love it. I'm loving the new machine. So, I kind of forgot that I have sort of DIY. It's not really DIY. I just don't have a thing for it. So, been working on perler bead stuff. Can't really tell you. Can't really show you. So, I don't even know why I'm bringing it up. But I'm just mentioning that I've been really busy with perler beads this last week or two. So, stay tuned for that in future episodes. Because once those are to their respective places and everything, then I can show them. But I have another finished object that, again, like I said, I've been trying to finish up all these loose end projects. So I finished my cross stitch. So I only took me, what? When did I start this? Like sometime in the summer, I don't know. So this is the Fibery Friends sampler. I think Frosted Pumpkin is the maker, I don't remember. But yeah, this turned out really cute. So we got 2 girls there. We have a knitter and a crocheter. We have the spinning wheel. We have the penguin that's really the bluebird of happiness at the bottom. Swear it looks like a penguin. Does not look like a bluebird. But that's supposed to be the bluebird. We have, so the only problem that we have here is like there's a little sheep here that's tiny, you can't see, and the llama's kind of hard to, alpaca, whatever, is hard to see on this lighter fabric. There's a little sheep wearing a coat, a bison or a muskox or something, a rabbit, which I don't know why it's purple, some socks and a sweater, more socks and scarves. It's really cute. Oh, perfect. So I don't know, I'm going to frame it and hang it in here somewhere. So this was really perfect actually for, you know, the crafty person. So, and it was fun. So I will be picking out another cross stitch pattern soon. I did, oh, that's right. I found one that was an R2-D2, Star Wars. See on here? There he is. Way down there. Wearing a Santa hat. So I really should pull that out and start that because that would be super cute. So, and it's probably pretty small. So, excuse me. So yeah, got that done. So I'm very excited to have that done. That's it for DIY / cross stitch and stash. Got some good stash this week. I got a package. Oh, right back. I left it. Oh no, I have it. I have it. Okay. I'm trying to keep this table clean, but it just doesn't happen. Anyways, okay. So, got a package from Sue of the Two Tangled Skeins, but it was really a combined package from everyone at Two Tangled Skeins, so Sue, Lynn, and Selma. I opened the box, and it says, open on podcast. I'm like, oh man. You know, I'm staring at this box. I knew one thing that was in there. I'm like, really? So, you know, of course I had to joke around with her and tell her how much I disliked her for the afternoon and whatever. So then fast forward to the evening. Was it Monday? I think it was Monday. Yesterday? Yes. No, 2 days ago. Okay, Monday. We were on a VKN, and, you know, of course I was pulling her leg again. It's like, oh, I can't open mine. And she's like, well, maybe I'll let you open it now since, you know, we were doing the VKN. So she let me open it on the VKN, which was cool. So the one I knew that I was getting was, I got a bag. And it's kitty cats with winter hats, and it's so cute. So perfect for Christmas / winter, really. I mean, I'm kind of glad it's not Christmas themed. It's more winter themed. So I can use this all winter with some fun Christmassy colored polka dots inside. And this is she is the Tangled Skein CA. She has a coupon code actually in the shop, in her shop for us, Cat Lady 15% off, $10 minimum purchase until the 11th, I think. So check out the coupon code thread. So, but it kind of works like this. So it's like a little knot bag. So you can kind of walk around and knit with it. It's very cool. I really like the style bag. So I'm very excited to have one of my own finally. And of course it's got kitties on it. So doubles as a bib. Just kidding. I was very happy about this. So that was my bag. So I knew that was there. So then there's also some minis and some tea. It's a mini from Lynn. I want to say these ones, I'm guessing I'll have to ask. I think these ones were from Selma, just because that one says from Lynn. These ones don't have Sue's little tags on it. So I'm just gonna assume. I'm gonna have to ask though. But all these, and they're all labeled. Estelle, I can't even pronounce that. Okay. Lots of names I can't pronounce on this yarn. So, Night Owl Fibers, I can pronounce that one. Ooh, Sherlock. Cool. So that's cool. Ellen's Half Pint Farm. Estelle, yeah, I can't say that. Estelle Ostermanstep. I don't know. Anyways, minis. And then tea, Irish breakfast, and a nighttime. And from Lynn, I don't know what it is though, but it's pretty. Maybe Juliana's. She likes to chooses Juliana's light a lot. Okay, so anyways, I'm rambling here. Then I got some other minis, which were leftover minis from a frequent VKNer for Two Tangle Skeins VKN. Her name's Dixie. So these are some just pretty bright colors that she had sent them like practically full balls of yarn. So they broke mini minis and sent them out. So that was cool. But then I literally almost cried. Like, maybe I should have opened it on a podcast because it would have been like an emotional moment. So, and I knew exactly what it was when I reached my hand in. Lynn gave me her yarnet. This was her extra yarnet, really. She has one with the mustache on it. And this one was like a sample because it's sparkly. They don't make the sparkly ones yet. So she gave it to me. And it's purple, and it's perfect, and I love it, and I wanted one, but I was going to wait for the sparkle, but I've just been hemming and hawing, and they're a little pricey, and so it's like, you know, I was just really, I was like, I had them in my hand at Rhinebeck a couple of times, talked to the owner, she was super nice and everything, so now I got one, yay, and it's sparkly. So, and of course I stuck my sock yarn right in there, got the 2 holes for the two at a time, so it was perfect. The bottom comes off and you can hold like little notions and stuff in here, so stitch markers and whatever. And it has a strap too, which I haven't really looked into how the strap works, but you can kind of wear it around your neck, so I can look real funky walking around with the yarn in my neck and a bagger across my bag of my arm or something. I don't know, but here's the strap. So I'm guessing it just kind of goes through there. Yeah, okay, it's just one of those double ring kind of thingies. So, thank you so much. I love it. I love all of it. I love the bag. I love the yarnet. And then, of course, the yarnet fits nicely into my little drawstring bag here. It does not fit into my drawstring bag with the pocket, hence why I switched bags. Which, yeah, the more I use the bag with the little internal pocket, which seemed like a good idea at first, the more it's really just not a good idea. I like the big wide open space. Fit more stuff in it, and my notions I've been keeping in, I left it downstairs, but I've been keeping in a little glasses case and just transporting it around wherever I need it. So I did think maybe I need some more notions, so maybe after Christmas I can buy a few more little scissors and tape measures and stuff just so I can have a couple little notions pouches. So that was stash. Now in other stash news, if you recall, was it last week? I think it was last week. I had quite an issue with Knit Picks, so they had their big sale. Yes, I think it was last week. They had their big sale. I ordered a bunch of yarn within like 15 minutes. Like literally, I think I checked out at like, I mean it was 20 minutes. So it was like 20 after 9. I lost 6 balls of the dollar Felici, which was really a bummer. And I didn't know. Like I didn't know until the next day, really, or later that night. Later that night, I had the assumption when my husband was telling me, oh, well, there's a charge for such and such. I'm like, what? There should be a charge for this, not that. And it was exactly $6 difference. I'm like, well, I know what I'm not getting. Because they had such an overhaul on their system that, you know, by the time, like, and people were probably buying, I overheard, like, people were buying, like, 20, 30 skeins of this stuff. So it's like, I mean, and which is really good deal, but come on, people, you really need 20, 30 skeins of it. Well, then it turns out some people are like turning around and reselling it for full price. I think that's messed up. So anyways, so I didn't get my 6 skeins. So, but I had plans for some of this. Like I had Christmas plans for this. So I sent them a letter. I was more of a disappointed letter. It wasn't an angry letter. It was more of I'm really disappointed, really upset, really frustrated. You know, I had this yarn that was like, you know, and it, again, it was within like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. So this shouldn't have happened. I should have had the chance to order something in its place. I shouldn't have been able to check out. That was my biggest qualm. Like, I checked out and it gave me my confirmation email and whatever, and I should not have been able to get that far without that yarn like being there. It should have been like, hey, this is already gone. Would you like to keep shopping? Because I would have kept shopping, and they would have got more of my money. So, so I sent them a message Tuesday. Or sale was Monday, sent them a message Tuesday. I think I might have podcasted on Wednesday. Got my order. Everything else was there and fine, which can't show you because it's a Christmas present. So, coming soon. And I was gonna call and complain, but I'm not good on the phone. I'm really not good. And I'm not good at, like, complaining and without getting all, like, and, you know, shaky and, like, you know, tongue-tied and everything. So I'm like, whatever. I sent my message, whatever. Fast forward a week. So I don't know if that was partially the thing, too, like, that they were taking so long to respond. But a week later, exactly, the following Tuesday, so maybe this was... Okay, no, it wasn't last episode. It was 2 episodes ago because I was recording by myself. So, yeah, so fast forward to last Tuesday. The Tuesday before Thanksgiving. I got a response back. They're like, we're sorry about this and da-da-da-da-da, and kind of this very, you know, whatever, apologetic email. For your troubles, we are going to give you a $20 credit to your account and free shipping. Oh, okay. So I got a $20 credit. So I already ordered. I ordered 2 more skeins of lychee and another skein of something else. And then again, I'm just kind of putting with my Christmas stuff. But, yeah, for $1. Because, you know, after the balance and everything, it was $1.70 or something. And yeah, order went through. I already got it. So I am happy with my Knit Picks interactions. I am not still happy completely because Amanda, one of my podcast VK and whatever friends, is not just, it's her order was lost like twice or something. You know, she'd had to call like a million times and she lost like half her order, and it's ridiculous. The amount of trouble that she had to go through was just ridiculous. And she sent a very not so friendly email finally, I think this week. So she's waiting, this week or last week, she's waiting to hear back still. She better get something. She better get the same thing that I get or more. I mean, really. Because that's just pretty ridiculous. So anyways, I don't know if I would ever order from the big sale like that. I might wait a day and just, you know, as much as a $1 yarn is very tempting, you know, or place more than one order. Like if I get $50 worth of the $1 yarn, just order it now and then order another order later of other stuff if I'm going to spend that much money too. So, you know, I don't know. Because then you'd have to spend $100 to get free shipping if you place the 2 separate orders then. Which isn't hard to do. But, you know, it's a lot of money, a lot of yarn. So anyways. So yeah, I still feel bad for her. For the most part, everyone else's stuff came okay besides the initial problems. But yeah, it's not fair that they're kind of issuing credits to like only certain people, or like, because she should have got a credit right off the bat. She's called twice and had issues. She should have got a credit right off the bat. So I don't know. Maybe I just hit the right customer service rep, you know, like maybe she had more seniority to do that. I have no idea, but that all went pretty smooth. So I was pretty happy with that. So, because I was pretty disappointed. I was really disappointed by that. So faith is somewhat restored. So I don't feel bad from ordering that. I won't feel like I don't want to order from them again. I might not do that whole thing again, though. So we'll see. Or if I do, I at least have expectations that this may happen. So that was my stash. I'm very rambly today. Week in review. I always want to say weekend or weekend. Week in review. The review of the week. last week was Thanksgiving. We had a good time. We went to the in-laws' lake house, which is about an hour from us, and it was great. It was actually really great. She made 2 giant turkeys, all the sides. I brought appetizers. My sister-in-law brought salad. My sister-in-law's in-laws, so her husband's parents also came and brought some stuff, and so we all kind of did just a big giant family meal. There was 14 of us, I think, yeah, including the kids. So yeah, it was nice, but it was really relaxing. We didn't have to chase the kids around because we were at the house, you know, and they could just go and, because, you know, they eat for like 2 seconds. They take like one bite of everything. Okay, I'm done. So then they can just go downstairs and play. Because usually when we go out, if we've been out to dinner a lot, or if we're at somebody else's house that's like not really kid friendly as much, we're spending the whole time, well, my husband usually, God bless his soul, is the one spending the whole time chasing his kids around. And same with my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law's husband. It seems like the two of them are always just like MIA because they're following a kid around somewhere. So yeah, it was like kind of the running joke that they got to eat. Everyone got to eat, and the kids just went off and did their own thing when they were done taking their 2 bites of food. So that was nice. And then Friday was just a lounge in my PJs day. My husband had to work. The kids didn't have school, of course, so no Black Friday shopping, no internet shopping, nothing. Just sat around in my PJs, listened to Christmas music. We kind of just played around. So we did pull out the Christmas stuff this weekend too, which was nice. Started to get that stuff up. My husband put the outside lights on. We don't have a tree yet, so we're gonna get our tree soon. And I started to feel sick on Friday. I was trying to clean the house, and as soon as I emptied the vacuum cleaner, all the dust and stuff, so I want to say it was allergies, but it felt like a cold, kind of. So I don't know, maybe it was a cross between a minor cold and allergies. So still a little sniffly, but I feel fine. But yeah, all of a sudden I just started feeling crummy, scratchy throat. So by the end of the night I was like, ugh. So I spent half the weekend sleeping with NyQuil. But Saturday, my mom and my stepdad and my great uncle came over for Thanksgiving part 2. We had ham sandwiches and lots of just finger foods and stuff. It was fun. We had a good time. The craft show scheduled for this coming Saturday is no more. Just for us. It's still going on. My mom had some things come up. I actually have plans later that evening, so I would like to do the show in the morning and then go over there. It was going to be hectic. I don't have enough stuff, you know, all this stuff. Obviously, I've been mentioning how stressed out, so I am so relieved. So relieved not to have to worry about the craft show. She's kind of the same way. She didn't have lots of things, and then something else came up that they have plans to do, so that's kind of family oriented, so that's like they really didn't want to, she really wanted to be able to go. So, whew. Now I have a box full of stuff I don't know what to do with, like washcloths and cowls and stuff, but I don't know if I'm going to post them on Etsy or if I want to post them on Facebook or something, or just save them for a maybe potential craft show. I don't know. I do like to start an Etsy shop, so maybe I'll just start throwing some things on Etsy, because I got some bags I can put up there too, so I don't know. What do you think? Should I start an Etsy shop finally? Maybe. I gotta look into it. I don't have a PayPal account, so I'd have to reset all that stuff up. I don't know. All the banking and that side of it sounds complicated, so haven't decided. Maybe New Year's resolution. So I think I'll hold off now. I think I'll spend December as still my catch-up month, you know. Get all my ducks in a row here, so look into it. Sunday was another lounge in my pajamas day. Still didn't feel really very well, so it was kind of my sick day. Jim went out and got some things for the kids to do, and he brought me soup from Panera and all that stuff, so we just had a lazy day. Monday, I was feeling better. I didn't go to Emily's school because I wasn't feeling great, but I was feeling better. So really yesterday was the first day I was feeling not sick anymore. So I worked on just some sewing and stuff. Yesterday was our first day of our advent calendar, so I'll put a picture of what our advent calendars look like hanging on the wall with the number 1 missing. So that's working out so far. Emily was thankful yesterday for unicorns. I was thankful for our house. My husband was thankful for hugs, and David was thankful for stickers. So again, we had some silly things in there. We had some serious things in there. So I had the kids pick their own stuff. So most of them are like stickers and unicorns. So and Emily doesn't even like. She's never mentioned anything about unicorns. So how that one came up, I don't know. But whatever. Last thing, if children are watching, you might want to turn them away, pause this, come back to it later, because I'm going to mention something about children's, the big man in the red suit thing, sort of. So, we have fallen onto the bandwagon of the Elf on a Shelf. I was going to do it last year, but never did. Sorry, my nose is itchy. My niece, so Emily's cousin, has one and was like obsessed with it last year. And Emily, I think, was just still not really familiar. Well, this year, like every kid at the bus stop has one. Like literally, like when we were talking, I don't know how it came up in conversation yesterday, but Emily has one in her class. So she came home, she's like, there's an elf in my classroom and his name is Elfie and we got to pick his name and, Joanna and all, and like, oh, okay. And he's magic and all. She was having fun with it. So, and again, I had been already like, maybe we should do it this year, kind of toying with the idea. So then it came up at the bus stop, and then every mom was like, oh yeah, we have one, and blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, every kid at the bus stop has one. She's got one at school now. Her niece has one, and she's, she comes home from school the last couple of days, like, oh, the elf was blah, blah, blah. The elf was reading a book, and, So my husband's like, oh, this is dumb, whatever. So as soon as I told him, though, that everyone at the bus stop has one, he's like, all right, I'm stopping at Target. So he picked up the elf. So he's like, well, do you want me to set it up now? Well, I'm like, I don't know. We got to, plan it. It's got to be, okay, he comes when such and such. Some people say, well, he shows up when it's right after Thanksgiving. Or the one lady in the bus stop, she's like, oh, he showed up on Halloween in the Halloween candy. It kept the kids from touching the Halloween candy. So I said, well, how about when we get our tree? And actually this year we were thinking of not going out together to pick out a tree. We were thinking I was just going to go run out and get a tree. So if I do that, then I can set up the tree. Or we can I can get the tree and then, I don't know if I'm going to be able to set it up, though, by myself. Now that I think about it. Might have to rethink this. But anyways, maybe after the tree is up, the elf will show up. So the elf shows up in the tree. And that makes less moving time for me too, so because it's already December 1st, we'll get our tree by the 5th. That's only 20 days of moving this elf, as opposed to 2 months at this other lady since Halloween. Really, it's a lot of work. That's a lot of commitment. So we bought an elf, and so I'm excited. It'll be fun. So Emily is already though, but I want to touch it. I want it to lose its magic so it stays with us forever. Well, no, that's not nice. So little elf is going to always be high up somewhere out of the reach. And then I could just see David just picking it up and throwing it, having a tantrum or something, because he could care less. And he's not going to quite get it. So I don't know what we're getting ourselves into, but whatever. Emily's 5, hopefully she's got some good Santa believing years left in her. So, and of course David, he's only 3, so he's got time. But he's still not quite, Emily's just now, last year and this year is now just finally, getting it, with the Santa thing. David did not want to sit on Santa's lap this year. Emily was, last year was, perfect angel. And actually, I'm trying to think. Last year she was really good, and this year she was good. The year before that, she might have still been a little apprehensive. I'm trying to think if that was the year she stood next to him. I'll have to look through her pictures. Because when she was 2, she was screaming. She did not want anything to do with it. I want to say when she was 3, she stood next to him, so it was improvement. And then last year, she was 4, she sat on his lap and was happy. So I'll have to look through the pictures again. So I'm missing something. I don't know about when she made, because she might have been 1.5 when she was screaming. So there was a picture in there I'm missing. Again, here I go rambling again. So that's it. That's all I got for Elf on a Shelf, I guess. Anyways, so this mission for the month is to finish things. Finish my socks. I I finished my cross stitch. I should frame it, but whatever, it's finished. Finished a lot of sewing. I want to finish organizing my stash. I've kind of never mentioned it, but over the past month or two, I've been taking pictures and updating my stash on Ravelry. So I almost have everything. I have one more bag of things to photograph and update. And then I have to work on my fiber, which I don't have a ton of fiber, but it's still going to take a session or two to update that too. So, spinning. I haven't done any spinning. I would love to finish spinning what's on my wheel. So I don't know. Spinning's going to have to take a hiatus for a bit, I think, because I want to do the jingle socks, and I got to do the scarf. So these are kind of priorities. I don't know if I can wait till January to do the scarf. I wonder if I should ask her, because if I could count that into winter camp, that would be kind of cool. So maybe I'll send her a message. I don't know, like, how late is okay? Like, end of January okay? Because, I'm sure I could whip it up in a month. So maybe I'll talk to her about that. So, segueing into winter camp. I'm not going to talk about it much. Sign-ups are still going on until December 15th. If you don't know anything about winter camp, please see my thread in the podcast. I will link videos to what Sarah's video. I will link Jen, the uncreative crafter. I'm just going to keep calling her the uncreative cracker now. Stormy, the uncreative cracker. She's going to hate me. She put a very informative, like, helpful video, kind of like tips, like planning your projects and don't stress, have fun, just a really good, informative, kind of just what camp's all about, really, not the points and, like, the actual, like, structure of that sense. So if you want to see, like, what really it is, check out Sarah's video. And then if you want to hit some tips and tricks of how to have it fun and have a good time, see Jen's video. When camp starts and I get a team, which will be random, I will probably make an intro video telling you who I am, what I want from my team, blah, 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 whatever. So we are at almost 200 people, so this is pretty cool. So yes, please come sign up. If you are not into the whole 3-month commitment thing, there's also the day camp option, so you can just sign up for that, and it has special different prizes for that. But there's lots of prizes. We have tons of patterns. We have some yarn, some bags. I'm going to make a bag, which, I can add that to my list of bags to make. If you are interested in donating anything towards winter camp, please contact me or Sarah, the Canadian Knitter, and let her know. So yeah, we're accepting donations as long as the camp runs. We are accepting featured designers. I think we've decided only until December 15th so that we can actually determine which designer is going to be featured which month. So we have a nice list of featured designers. So if you are interested in being a featured designer, all we ask of you is to offer up the camp members a discount code for that month. And a lot of them are donating patterns as prizes. No obligation for that. All we ask is for the coupon code for your featured month. Easy peasy. So contact me, contact Sarah, contact anybody from winter camp. So Uncreative Crafter, Two Tangled Skeins, Cat Lady Podcast, Canadian Knitter Podcast, Sarah Nova Crafts. I think Stitching You More. I think there's 7 of us. Something like that. So with that, I will say goodbye. I hope everyone has a good week. I will most likely be back next Wednesday. Wednesday seems to be an okay day. I did my grocery shopping this morning and came back to record, and I should have enough time to go get I won't be late picking up my son, so so that worked out well. See you next time. Bye.